New at 11, we're digging deeper into a desperate situation. The number of children in Indiana's welfare system right now is more than double than it was 5 years ago.
And that's created a critical need for foster parents. May is National Foster Care Awareness Month, so our Erica Fly is working for you, talking with foster parents about what you need to know. Erica.
If you've considered becoming a foster parent, you probably have a lot of questions. Well, this week we go straight to foster parents to get answers, those new to fostering and experienced ones. I visited their homes to see what you can learn from their everyday experiences.
We were approved at the end of March, and then a week later we had a child in our home.
John and Gretchen Hunter are 5 weeks into being foster care parents.
It was really hard going from no kids to a 4-year-old with a lot of personality.
Yeah.
So,
Married 2 years, they felt the time was right, so they attended an information meeting where prospective parents get questions answered.
At that point, I was 100% in. We were both 100% in. Just we saw what these kids are going through, and we both were just like, we need to help and do what we can.
We have gone in Indiana from 15,000 children in the child welfare system just 5 years ago to 29,000 children this year. So more than double the number of children needing, support.
Sharon Pierce is CEO of The Villages. She tells me opioid addiction now accounts for about 60% of Indiana children entering the welfare system.
I think we need to be very alarmed, and I always say that the children are the silent victims of the opioid crisis in our state and so many other states.
Lorraine Conwell matches families and children at The Villages. Prospective parents must undergo stringent screenings.
You have to have the criminal checks. We do have fingerprinting done as well. We also check for any history of involvement with the Department of Child Services as well as the sex registry.
The Villages helps provide clothing and other items a child needs. The Hunters already had toys from family and friends, but admit as new foster parents, they weren't prepared for everything.
Because he went from being this happy, carefree kid to just breaking down in the middle of the floor and just crying. He wanted to go home. He wanted nothing but to go home.
They advise prospective parents to be equipped to deal with a range of emotional needs. They're grateful to be able to have a positive impact on a child's life.
I can absolutely already tell a difference in his behavior.
Here are some takeaways if you're considering fostering. You can request the type of child, such as an age range that fits your circumstances best. You must be at least 21 and undergo 20 hours of pre-training. Much of it equips you to deal with trauma and behavior issues. And the Village's Child and Family Services Agency does home visits to make sure it's safe and equipped for a child.